the Uber level is a different type of opportunity.
Yeah.
That takes us to the T in chutzpah. And the word I use to describe that characteristic is trailblazer or trailblazing.
Hmm.
Uh, Elon Musk comes to mind. When we think of the varied companies that he has been involved with, many of them have been either, well, many of them have been on the forefront of new and previously unimaginable ideas.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
he didn't found Tesla, for example, but he acquired a majority share way before people saw the opportunity in electric vehicles and the demand for electric vehicles. He was involved in the early days of several companies.
Wasn't he involved with PayPal too?
Yes, he was. Interesting thing is his first business venture occurred when he was a teenager, and he wrote some software and he sold it to a company for $500.
That's crazy.
And that got him into the world of, hey, this entrepreneurship thing works. And then I can't remember the name of the company, but he and his brother, their first major company together, replaced um, travel guides in hotels,
Yeah.
interactive guides. And I think they sold that for 20 some $1 million as relatively young men and kept half of it and invested the other half in their next venture.
Like a non never ending cycle. And to consider where he came from as well, it's so remarkable how he was able to come from such a low place compared to where he is now to be the richest man on planet Earth. Is crazy to think about. So in your mind, this trailblazing mindset, is that what determines because I think for right now it's very easy to get rich in a way that there's a lot of opportunities to make money now. Do you think that trailblazing mindset is what determines who is what separates the rich from the wealthy in a way, or the people who really make a difference in this world, or the people who they always say like there's like 100 to 200 people who actually shift the generation or improve it. Do you think it's that trailblazing mindset that really gets those people to the top 100, top 200?
You phrase that very well, actually, because I believe everybody has the foundation of chutzpah within them and will use it when they either feel pain and need to, or because they're pushed to stretch their boundaries. Somebody who decides to purchase a franchise or open a small business has chutzpah. Now, if you get a franchise, you're also buying into the model. They have strict guidelines and procedures and training as to how you're going to work, how you're going to present the brand to the public, because you're part of a bigger brand.
Yeah, definitely.
But you still have chutzpah because unquestionably, the success of that franchise to a large extent on that local level depends on you, your ability to become a valued member of the community, to continue to offer quality. So they have chutzpah. However, they're not necessarily trailblazers. And I say necessarily because a lot depends on, as you also said, people start at humble beginnings.
Hmm.
So an immigrant who comes over and opens a Subway sub shop, a franchise, undoubtedly is a trailblazer, even though they're still working under the guidelines. But
Hmm.
to come to this country, to learn a new language, to say, I'm willing to put in the hours and my family will work alongside of me. We're going to make something really big of this, and then we're going to bring more relatives over, and maybe we'll get a second and a third store.
Yeah.
They're trailblazers. But when I was thinking of trailblazing and the Elon Musks, the Jeff Bezoses of the world, uh, I was thinking of having an idea that's so unique, so different. The founding of Google. There were search engines that were available, but nobody that did it as well as Google. Google identified areas in the market that people didn't necessarily say they needed then,
Hmm.
but when they
Or even
saw
know
it on
about, yeah.
Google, it was like, I'm not going back to Yahoo for a search.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Google because they do this better. Them. So again, trailblazing can be at a smaller level. The person that opens up a franchise, it can be at the much larger level, the level that changes the lives of tens of thousands to millions to tens of millions of people around the world.
Hmm.
Those are electric vehicles. That's Google, a Chat GPT, and what that's going to do for the world. How it's going to help in healthcare. It's
Yeah,
going to
definitely.
help make us more efficient, more productive. Okay.
All right. I think that's a very good definition of trailblazer.